What is an awakened view during this chaotic time on our planet? And I'm speaking here from the United States, and we're seeing probably the most chaos that we've experienced, at least in our lifetime. I'm not denying how challenging it is right now with all the negative videos and news and social media and regular media that's hitting our psyche right now. And you know, our nervous systems weren't wired to take in all this information and so much of it being negative. So I want to take a look at the awakened viewpoint of what's happening. Now, on one hand, our true nature, what we really are, our shared being, is perfect peace and contentment and happiness. I mean, real, genuine happiness. On the other hand, as source, as rays, sparks of rays of the divine source, we put ourselves to sleep to have this finite experience. I often liken it to that we're dreaming, because I think we are dreaming. We put ourselves to sleep and we're playing out this dream character. So from just the dream character's viewpoint, what's happening right now can be incredibly disturbing. I know more people that people I work with and people that I know are having more disturbing dreams and nightmares, and there's just a lot of fear that's ramping up right now. Now, when we look at it from our true nature, if we could step back and move into the witness mode, and there's no spiritual bypass in here, look at what's happening from the observer, from the witness standpoint, then we see through our physical senses, we can experience the world the way that we wanted to experience the world, and yet we don't get sucked into what's happening. It doesn't mean we don't have compassion or empathy or that we don't take action. When it's in our heart to take action, it's nonviolent action, because source energy is pure, unconditionally loving. It's unconditionally loving. So there's no violence here. So we're not taking action from a place of confrontation or anger or from being triggered. But when we're moving from the witness mode through the experience, it allows us to stay in neutrality, not indifference, not apathy, but real neutrality. And then we can decide where and when and if we're going to take action, and how our loving consciousness energy can be of help to other people and to other species and to the planet at large. So yes, there's a lot of chaos, but here's the deal. This chaos is an invitation, is an incredible opportunity to invite you to wake up and to remain awake. I can't think of anything more compelling to wake up than when we're seeing this collective suffering, individual suffering and collective suffering. So the time is now. I'm writing about this in a new book. The time really is now to allow this challenging, this angst, to be a gentle knocking at our door, if you will, to wake up to our true essence and to remain awake. And on that note, I want to leave you with this. There aren't any accidents. You are exactly where you need to be at this point in time. As much as we might say, this is really hard and I don't want to be here, we are here because we wanted to be here during this time. Now, you may not remember that you chose to be here, but if you listen to near-death experiencers talk about what they learned on the other side during that short time that they were pronounced dead, many of them, I've listened to so many people go through the near-death experience, will tell you that they were made very clear that they chose to be here right now during this time. They picked the family, they picked the state, they picked the country, they picked the ancestral lineage, they picked all of it, everything. We chose this. And why would we choose this? I think, why would we choose to put ourselves in a place there's so much suffering? Well, we chose this because the reality is that everything here is filled with divine light. Everything in the universe is swathed, is bathed, is enveloped in divine light. We just can't see that with our physical eyes, not yet. The more we wake up, the more you can see the light. So there are no accidents. You and I, we chose to be here during this time in this particular part of the world. And in this particular body, with this particular mind and emotional makeup and psychological makeup, the whole 9 yards. And karmically, we are also working through layers and layers and layers of karmic patterns that we came here to awaken from, including our conditioning. I hope this helps. So from an awakened viewpoint in a chaotic world, you can be in the world and experience it as the witness and awaken to the truth of who you are. And then rather than sliding in and out of duality where you're in peace and then you're out of peace, it's like we're in peace in this heavenly realm and we're aligned, resting as our true nature, and then something in the world seems to trigger us and we're back in hell. Eventually, we stay abiding and resting as pure awareness, not from a place of denial, not from a place of escapism, not from a place of restlessness and being so busy to avoid what we're feeling, but we're really able to see the suffering, see what's happening, and yet stay aligned with the truth of who we are. Thank you, and namaste.